Good morning, Capricorn. How are you today? My laptop is still on the fritz, so the astrology part is just going to wait again. One of these days I will figure out what's wrong with it. Today is going to be money and nice and shuffled up now. So, what is the current energy around Capricorn's money? And I apologize if the sniffling or coughing bothers you. It is what it is. It's a dreary day outside. What is Capricorn's current energy around money? Give me a card for Capricorn's current money energy. I'm only going to take the top one. You're not listening to something. 53, if those numbers mean anything to you. 8, life path. Oh. The magical map shifter card may bring you the opposite of what you seek. Perhaps you're in denial about your situation and refuse to see the truth. Or maybe you've been traveling down a path that has constantly led you to a field of poppies, where you fall asleep and dream of desires that never find their form. To have the life you really want, you must match its vibrational energy and resonate with it. Sometimes our greatest hurts and disappointments are what awaken us to our need to shift to a higher frequency. If your heart aches because someone is breaking it, this discomfort will lead you to a more authentic life. Don't linger in the pain or blame the magical map shifter for alerting you to the illusion you clung to. Know that treasure lies elsewhere and can be recovered once you've healed the wound that is reflected in those who come to you as catalysts for growth. As you experience yourself transforming into the highest version of yourself, you'll come to understand that you're always fortunate when you meet up with a magical map shifter. All right, let's clarify this. What are you in denial about? What is Capricorn in denial about? Oh. Tower. The tower was full of black mold and cocaine. Thieving ghosts anyways. This is the mood tarot. I absolutely love it. It did come out in reverse. So maybe there's something that you're trying to fight. You are fighting this tower moment. You don't want it to come down around you. However, tower moments are clear out the old so we can start fresh. They remove things that weren't meant for us so that we can move on to something better. Clarify this tower. I definitely better pee before this trip. The Three of Wands. you've made a decision and you want to stick to it even though it's not working out. You are acting like a Taurus at the moment. You're just being very stubborn. You don't want to let go. Why is Capricorn being so stubborn? I'm only taking the top. Diligently filling orders for the Dark Lord. Maybe there's somebody, Dark Lord makes me think of a narcissist. Maybe there's somebody who's pushing you to do it and you just feel like you don't have any other options. You're stuck in a relationship with somebody and they want, they're pushing for it and you don't have the courage to stand up to them. Or you're afraid to stand up to them. Well, that's the same as not having the courage, isn't it? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I brought you a cup of my love juice. Aw, I brought you a cup of my love juice. You two are sick. I love this deck. Yeah, I'd say this is a relationship that, and again, narcissist relationship and codependency. Yeah, there is a little bit of mental unwellness there for both people. Even the empath has to admit, I mean, that there are if you had been mentally, I don't want to say it, it's going to come out sounding rough no matter how I say it, but I've been there myself. It's you allow these things to happen. You are afraid of being alone. You're afraid of being responsible for your own bills, your own life, making important decisions that affect your bills. And if we'd had the courage to begin with, it would be a lot different. Rich dicks be like, what? Yeah, the 4 cups, or the 4 pentacles. You're holding on to this situation. It is no longer, it no longer has a purpose. You're just afraid. And it's okay to be afraid. Trust me, it's definitely okay to be afraid. That means you are thinking of doing something that's brave. It takes a lot of courage to do whatever it is that you're thinking of. Otherwise, you wouldn't be afraid. Okay. What limiting beliefs or habits are blocking Capricorn's financial abundance? So I'm going to take the 2 that are facing up. East, new beginnings. You're afraid of new beginnings and anything. And clearing storms. Sorry if the light is on them. Like I said, it's a pretty dreary day here today, so I have to have a light on instead of just the natural sunlight. All right. Worry not, a new dawn is breaking. Let go of the old and embrace the new. Flow forward without heaviness or anxiety. New ways of being are calling to you. Speak up with a clear voice. Do not resist change. All right, so you're afraid of something changing. You're afraid of new beginnings. You're afraid of where this, if you end this, what will happen to your finances, what will happen to your money, how will things get paid for, will you be able to afford to do it on your own, or maybe this person is threatening you, threatening not to allow you to have the money, threatening just full on holding on to it so you can't have it. Sorry, it is fall here, and that is my worst allergy season. And I got a lot of snot going on. Sorry if that grosses people out. But it is what it is. It's life. And I'm going to roll with it. If I waited until I felt better, nothing would ever get done. And these bring me joy, so I'm going to do them. Sometimes you need to raise a lot of energy to blow away what you no longer need. An issue will come to a dramatic head. Cleanse your body, let go of what you feel what you feel you no longer need. Be specific in your release. Harm as little as you can. So, you're afraid of hurting this person. You're afraid of hurting others around you. If there are kids involved, you don't want to affect them. Infect. Sorry. However, if they see their parent being abused, then they're going to think that it's all right, or male energy will become abusive, female energy will become passive, and the link with the generational trauma will just keep going. We learn this behavior from our family, from our ancestors. Clarify this, where this limiting belief came from. Yep. Loss, illegitimacy. So maybe your parents split up at an early age. When you were young, you saw your mom struggling, or your dad struggling, whoever was raising you. Somebody lost somebody, they died. Doesn't have to always be divorce. They struggled with food, making sure there was enough food in the house, poverty. Maybe you guys lost a house, roof over your head. You went from having money to none. They taught you guys had to be penny pitchers, live off of small inheritances, money given to you by family or friends, to get by. Maybe you lived with an aunt who took care of you and gave your mom or dad, whoever you were living with, a roof over your head until you were able to get out on your own. They didn't really show you how to be a boss, or Or maybe this was a boss. Hold on, sorry about that. Let's go back to this limiting belief. The man, comfort and conformity. It is in reverse. So I'm going to go with a male figure. Wasn't present. Male energy was very low. I mean, it could be male or a woman or a man, but the male energy was very low. And making decisions and money making and all that. Alrighty. What actions can Capricorn take to create more financial flow in their life? What actions can Capricorn take to create more financial flow in their life? Balancing act. Mm-hmm. 11. You are calm within no matter the fluctuation of outer conditions. There are times when things seem a bit topsy-turvy and it feels as if you're juggling 1,000 balls in the air. Perhaps you're unsure of your footing. Now is the moment to evaluate which areas of your life need balance and then restore equilibrium. Choose harmony over discord and great success will be yours. You'll find inner stability when you choose a balanced, focused, and level path. All right. Clarify this action. Let's clarify this action that needs to be balanced. Death. So ending a relationship. Yeah. Top boy of mind bullets. End the anxiety. Or let's see. This is could be an Aquarius energy, Taurus energy, Scorpio energy. But the way that I see it is you need to end the anxiety, end this, make a decision, embrace your masculine energy and make a decision. Be the one to make the decision. Be decisive. Let your kids allow your kids to see you being decisive if there are kids involved. Standing up for ourselves is also in this wheel of karma. Get off of it. This is possibly a karmic relationship, and you need to get out of it. Your finances, well, the finances will always come along somehow or another. I mean, they do. Karma's a bitch. Time to eat your karma cookies. I hope you didn't make with poisons. Yeah. I'd say this is a reading that I did yesterday had a lot of karma involved in it as well. So there may be some karmic stuff going on that, my laptop's not allowing me to see the astrology that's going on. But whatever this is, it's a karmic relationship. Maybe their energy is not supposed to maybe they're not supposed to have wealth in this life, and so is bringing yours down, and they're spending all the money, and there isn't enough for you. And whenever you end this relationship, the money will come back. Maybe you're spending all of your money on them. And whenever you stop spending money on them, hey, guess what? You'll have more. Be strong. Now let's get that demon out of you. I hate you, pretty bish. Not killing shiz. Yeah, the strength card. Be strong. Like I said, this balancing act and leaving and taking responsibility for your life. It takes a lot of strength. It really does. But you're worth it. And once you realize that you're worth it, it gets easier. Setting boundaries, also hard, but it's worth it because you're worth it. I never said it would be easy, but it would be worth it. How can Capricorn align their energy with wealth and prosperity? How can Capricorn align their energy with wealth and prosperity? Education in reverse. 35, 8. I believe I had the 8 over there again. It said the 8 life path. Maybe there's something in the somebody who has a 8 for life path. That music is stuck in my head. All right. Stubbornness and the desire to know it all and be right no matter what will not get you what you want. Or could it be that you're afraid to be seen as someone who knows less than you're supposed to? Could you be flying through life by the seat of your pants, hoping no one will notice you're skimming the surface of things? Life is filled with lessons, some bitter, some sweet. A strident lust for certainty will never bring you the wisdom you seek. Pretending to know more than you do won't make you wise. Be assured that not knowing is a magical place to be. All manner of mysteries are revealed. Be open. It's okay not to know. Just be open. It's all right not to know what your future holds. I mean, sometimes the mystery is the best part. Be able to have hope again. That was way too many if they would have all flipped, so. Clarify this knowledge, clarify this education, clarify this energy with wealth and prosperity. Sometimes when you don't know something, that's way too many, it's good not to know where your money is going to come from, because then when it does come in, you're happily surprised. Sometimes we need the stress so that we can appreciate the good times. Yeah, letting go of this toxic relationship. Let go of it. Whether it's a toxic relationship with money or a toxic relationship altogether, it needs to be let go. It needs to be released. My tail is on fire. Should we get going then? Nah, just pass the chocolate. Free weed and chocolate. Maybe there's an addiction going on that needs to be released. Weed, alcohol, addiction to, well, the highs and lows of a toxic relationship. Yes, it is an addiction. We get addicted to the highs and the lows of toxic relationships because we're, when the low moment happens, the high is, we know that that high, the good part is coming. All right. These are home in reverse. So maybe something is, stuck in the mud. You need to get out of your home. You need to get unstuck and get out of this relationship. But I'll go ahead and put those there with this one. I was going to start another question though. What opportunities or mindset shifts will help me attract lasting abundance? Yeah, get unstuck. Home, this home isn't really a home. This, whatever this is, it's just, all right. What opportunities or mindset shifts will help Capricorn attract lasting abundance? What opportunities or mindset shifts will help Capricorn attract lasting abundance? Oh my. No, I'm not taking all those. It's about half the deck. Maybe big changes. Maybe that's what you're worried about, is making too many changes at once. But it's okay to do that. It is okay. What opportunities or mindset shifts will help me? There we go. 21, the field of dreams. Oh, light again. Three, life path maybe, or just 3 is somebody's lucky number. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. This is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, dream beautiful, take action, and tend to the gardens of your life and experience the extraordinary. Dreaming too small, you really need to dream bigger. Think of the love that you'll get afterwards. Stop resting. Right now you're just resting, and you will stop. You won't feel as tired. You won't feel as down. Some of the depression will lift when you start making decisions for yourself, and start taking action that makes you happy. Yeah, another one. The anxiety will go away. It's all fun and sex games until you have to pee. Yeah, they tie you up. They like to tie you up and with anxiety. However, that anxiety, once you get rid of them, all of that anxiety just, you're no longer wrapped up in their life. You are no longer worried about what they want. You're no longer worried about how clean does the house have to be. You no longer worry about what time dinner is on the table. You eat whenever you want to eat. You eat when you're hungry. You clean house when you have the energy to clean house. You are no longer wrapped up in all of that anxiety that they were causing you. And the depression, for some, I'm not going to say for all, but a lot of the times you're happier when you're away from it. Did I leave the oven on? Yeah, this is just confirming that energy. If you stay in it, you're going to just, the anxiety is just going to keep building until, because the swords just keep getting higher and higher. There's 4 there, there's 8, and now 9, and literally, if you stay, the anxiety is just going to keep building until you make yourself sick with worry. I mean, literally, sick with worry. Let's get a couple of cards for messages for Capricorn. A couple of messages for Capricorn, please. Let's get a couple messages for Capricorn. End this on a positive note. Yep. Alrighty. Diana, Queen of the Wilderness, the language of, oh, there's 2 of them. Alrighty. I did ask for a couple of messages, didn't I? Diana, Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is frequency of love. This is the mother tongue. All right, let me find her real quick. I need to write the page number on them so that I don't have to search for them. 190, 190, if that number means anything to anybody. Maybe 1 and 9 are your lucky numbers. All right. Diana represents the call to embody a more primal connection to the wilderness that exists within. The goddess Diana was worshipped in the ancient Rome religion that originated in Italy. She is the daughter of Jupiter and Latona, born on the island of Delos with her twin brother, Apollo, god of the sun. The temple of Diana in Rome dates back to the 6th century BCE, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the message, people. Okay, there we go. When your soul selects her card, sometimes the answer is the simple elemental need to just walk barefoot in the grass, or even better, the mud. Sometimes we get so caught up in what's happening or what isn't happening that we forget to just be. We forget that there is tremendous power surging up from the earth, wanting to take whatever energy is no longer serving us. We forget that we can commune with the trees, those ancient protectors and elders whose language comes with the help of the wind and the slow, soft caress that touches our cheek. Answers sometimes need to come from the basic desire of the body to feel grounded here on earth. Diana is associated with fertility, the phases of the moon, and the ability to communicate with animals. Of course, not with any human language, but with a frequency of love and intention, which animals perceive. If we open ourselves up to it, we can connect to the wisdom in the natural world, even if we live far from it. Even if we're deep in the heart of the busiest city, a sign on a bus, a logo on a t-shirt, or a card someone sends us may carry an image of the animal that wants to reach us. Or we may be visited by a possum on the fire escape or a hawk on a window ledge. We don't have to be in the wilderness to access the wisdom of the natural world. The wilderness is within us. We are a part of it. There's so much more we can receive from the wordless life all around us. We just have to develop the heart that can hear it. All right, and Freya. Oh, 198. My goodness, they were right together. 198. 198. The goddess of discernment. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Discernment is derived from the Greek word diakrisis. I hope I pronounced that right. It refers to a spiritual power that allows you to distinguish between the spirits that will cause harm and the spirits that will assist you. It lets us discern when a phone call or an email or a visit from a friend is going to add to our day or if it's going to derail it. Discernment is the difference between feeling led by the day, pulled this way and that, and claiming it. Our time, in this lifetime at least, is limited. Every second is significant. Freya reminds us of the searching perception we all have, but perhaps don't use frequently enough. She wants us to be discerning with how we choose to spend our time and whom we choose to love. She wants us to never, ever say yes to anything or anyone from a place of fear or obligation. You are a demigoddess, a Valkyr, a priestess of your own fate. You get to choose the life you want to live. And this happens by being fierce and warrior-like about what you say yes to. Use discernment so that you are only saying yes to what will actually nourish and renew you, inspire or expand you. It's not your business to worry about those you might disappoint. Oh my goodness, this is literally everything there. You were not made to meet everyone's expectations of you. You were made to express the truth of who you are and to use the brief time you have to live out your potential. Nothing is obligatory except breathing. Your only obligation is to the voice of your own soul. Freya wants you to realize the gleaming gold that you are and act accordingly. She wants you to unapologetically choose the life you actually want to be living right now. She wants you to make your yes holy again by only using it when it's the truth. So your soul voice meditation, what does a hell yes, the holy yes, feel like in my body? So I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Yes, I agree. Holy hell yes. All right, that is it for you today, Capricorn. If this helped or you just enjoyed the reading, leave a like, subscribe, or share this with a Capricorn if you're a cross watcher. If not, I understand. I appreciate you staying with me this long. I hope you have an amazing day. I thank you for allowing me to be in your ear for this long. Bye.